Tryna beat life cause I can't cheat death. 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 Tryna beat life cause I can't cheat death.
I did 17 years, homie. Real tears on these words, homie. Hitting stay baloney, push-ups and hella top rhyming, hella notebooks with all my rhymes. It's like a map book from where I started. Ciphering, trying to be the hardest on the yard. Some of the hardest rappers got a never date. We'll never hug their mama, we'll never see they say. I feel blessed, so I rock with my loved ones. I left behind good count times and cold lunch. Yeah, mama, I'm on one. I'm free, ain't no words of expressions. See my smile, that's real, no fake shit. You would too if you seen that the moves was basic. Game made, heartbreak kid. Living in reality, man, 30 with some kid shit. Damn, they like 50 in they clip or better. Boy.
Tryna beat life cause I can't cheat death. 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 Tryna beat life cause I can't cheat death.
Death, 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 death. What's up? Yeah. All right, so let's get straight to it, man. I know I had a conversation. Like, I already knew it was gonna be backlash for my video. I knew that. Did I care? No. Do I care? No. So I'm gonna tell you what I see. I wasn't even gonna speak no more rhetoric, but I'm gonna tell you what I see. And if what I'm seeing, please, like tell me I'm tripping. If I'm not seeing what I'm seeing. Actually, you know what? Before I get to that, a lot of Southsiders want to know, Dirt, what's your problem? What is your problem? Why the hate for Southsiders? Number one, I don't hate Southsiders. I'm not around them enough to hate them. But when I was in prison, though, guess what? I knew they didn't have no love for me. I know that they wasn't going to spare no knife. If it came time for me to get that business, they wasn't going to, shit. I'd have been on the menu. So why all of a sudden hate? For one, I don't really use that word. And for two, it ain't hate. It's for, if we can go video for video. The Homie Love video, let's address that. Let's address the Homie Love video. And I'm going to say Dubs. If Dubs can make a video about a Crip that was in a cell, getting victimized, and going to the hospital and profit off of a motherfucker's misfortune. You're telling a story about a Crip that was getting raped. And you profit off of it. You profit off of black people. That's one. But for two, that's it. You look, man. I don't see no different from my video or your video. So if your video is justified that you can drop a video about another race and profit for it, then guess what? More power to you. Just don't get mad when I do it. So all I did was just tell the truth. So guess what? So now we're gonna talk about what I seen. And Dubs, I'm talking to you specifically. So I'm not addressing the Southsiders right now. I'm just Dubs. And I'm gonna tell you what my problem is and how we can make this right. But I'm gonna tell you, I didn't see it at first because most good chess players, sometimes you feel the axis coming down, but you just can't see it because they're so good of a chess player. So let me tell you what I see. And me and Nate spoke on it and we spoke on it on the live. But it's more of me that I have a problem with it more, because how you gonna take my video and use it to attack another African? Like it didn't sit right with me in the beginning, and it definitely don't sit right with me now, seeing this agenda that I see going on. Bro, you cannot take my video and enter me in a fight that got nothing to do with me. That was a live. That was a live. Somebody posed the comment. Me and Nate was oblivious to even why that question was answered. So we gave a general response to a question that was asked. Instead, you took that, put it in your gun, loaded it up, and you fired at Big U. I had my own reservations about Big U, and that wasn't nothing but a lie he told. And guess what? I tell him that to his face, but that's between me and him. I don't need you involving me in a fight, putting me in jeopardy, taking a choice up out of my hand and Nate Dogg's hand. Like, you took the choice, the option right out of our hands and just interjected it in us in a fight that you got going on, or disagreement you got going on with another African. You put me in jeopardy, bro. You put me in jeopardy. Look, we just gonna call it how it is. You put me in jeopardy. He might have had cousin them come holler at me because you put me in a fight that had nothing to do with me. You didn't get my permission. You didn't get none of that. And then after that, what happened since then? This is what I'm speaking of, because since then we have been, me and Nate, y'all kind of got corralled into a certain way of thinking. Like, we cool with you, so we cool with you and you cool with them, so that make us all cool. It don't work like that. Hell nah. Don't work like that. Get a shout out. Like that, it don't work like that, Dubs. So out of respect, you dropped the video and you didn't even know my motherfucking name. You dropped that video against somebody and didn't even know my name. That's wrong, bro. So all I'm saying with Dubs, I understand, and I know you're probably a good guy. You're probably a good guy, all that, but that was wrong. That was wrong. You ain't apologize. You ain't did nothing. Just like, fuck you. Here you go. I'm taking your video and putting you in the fire. And I'm supposed to be cool with it. But that's it, Dubs. That's my only thing against you, man. Are you a good YouTuber? Reputation intact. You did that. But you obviously, but truth of the matter is, we got difference of opinions on a lot of things. We don't see eye to eye. Blacks and browns don't see eye to eye on everything. We're not going to. But never ever would I get into it with your homie and then take your video and pit you against your homie because of something that you said different from that. I would never do that. That's not me. So now back to the Southsiders as a whole. Trust me this when I tell you, I don't hate Southsiders at all. But here's the thing. When I was in prison, like, for real, even Whack 100 said that shit. But when I was in prison, like, we don't do the same shit. We're two different factions. And when we come together at odds, it's never good. It's never good. That's why we try to keep the peace. But in the midst of keeping the peace, and this goes on in and out, in the midst of keeping the peace, there's war games being played. War games. If y'all don't know what war games are, there's literally war games. The people in a bunch of people in a room talking strategy. They used to have the war, they used to have, instead of on the computer, like shit pointing, no, they had it on the table. They had the whole battlefield laid out on the table. And they used to do mock scenarios. Bam, mock scenarios. War games. Whack Deuce, what is it, man? Crazy thing is to even see, because you know why? Because I ain't got hate in my heart. Like I don't wake up trying to make somebody else's life harder. That just ain't me. And managed to avoid it a long time, but but when somebody involves you in something that ain't got nothing to do with you, then guess what? It's almost some bully shit. Like, cause I can. I'll take your video cause I can. When I look around, I'm telling you, if I would have said this in the very, very beginning, I probably would have been misspoken a little bit because I didn't see the big picture. I didn't see the big picture, what was going on. I didn't see the Swifty Blues. I didn't see the statements that other YouTubers have made, the other racist statements. And this is what I see. Like when American Cholo said nigger, when he said that on a live, come on, man, I seen that and watched about 5 times. What, you gonna make me unsee that he said that? That somewhere in his subconscious he slipped up and said what he really felt? You got a YouTube persona, and then you got a YouTube persona, then you got your life outside of YouTube. Sometimes they blend. And you forget. You be around the homies and you forget that your camera's still rolling. Yeah. So that's why that slip up came out. And so what you do is you bring on more and more black people to try to distance yourself from that racist shit that you did. Call everybody else racist or say, why am I racist? But no, you the one said it. Yeah, he said it. And then gonna bring Lavish D on. See, this is what happens, Whack. When you see the truth, and you like, damn, this shit was right in my face and I didn't even see it. It was right in my face. You get mad. Don't you get mad though, Whack? When you like, man, this motherfucker tried to pull the wool over my eyes. Please. All right, so check this out. Everybody that got something to say, come on, but just keep it to a minimum because we're gonna do this like an interview. You come on, say your piece, and then it's next man up. Next man up. Feel free to comment about anything that I said or ask me about anything that I said. Bam. Bam. Now remember this. This is not the time to spew your own hatred. This is not hate speech. This is fact speech, not hate speech. Your opinion will make it hate speech. So just make sure you speak in facts when you come on. First person up. There's somebody else I want to come up on too. Hold on.
What's up, Dirk? Can you hear me, bro? Hold on.
Hello?
Hey.
What's up with it, bro?
The link posted for you. Come on.
I'm at work, bro.
Leave your avatar on.
I don't got no head. I'm working with another company right now. I can't even
Who
go
you
my
talking
home
to,
like
Dirk?
that.
Can you hear me, Dirt?
That's young.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Young.
Yep. All right. All right. So anyhow, you got about how many minutes you got? How many we working with?
Shit, bro, I just finished up a house. I'm getting ready to pack up and bounce to the next house.
Okay. So basically, after our last conversation, upon further review, I seen some shit and I didn't like what I seen, and it was like your truth slapped me all up in my face, and with somebody with some other people's truth, and I kind of felt like I kind of felt like they really think we monkeys in a sense, and I felt they tried to do me like
Yeah,
one.
they do. Yeah, they do, Dirt. Not all of them.
Not all
Yeah,
of them.
some of them do.
You know how bad
Some
I
of
wish
them
I
really.
could join the live
Yeah,
right now?
Yeah.
Youngster, what's up, man? You still in Florida?
All right. Well, let me know.
All right.
All right, go.
What's up, Dirt? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Hey, we gonna say your piece, and then I also want Wack to come on too.
Yeah. So this motherfucker, we gonna talk about some shit. So this motherfucker in the comment box, something mob, what's his name? So the dude starts woofing, talking shit to me, right? I respond, I start bitch slapping him. All of a sudden, he's like, "Oh, stop it with all like, why do y'all think we can start shit? And
Nick,
then we're just gonna sit back and take it from anybody, though. I've never understood that.
Nick,
Fuck that.
that's comment stuff.
I know. I just normally I don't even
we
get like
trying
that,
to
but
we trying to stick to the topic.
I know I'm gonna tear a hole in his ass though, because it's all the same shit basically. In
that
my opinion.
but that takes us all
shit.
that takes us all the way off topic.
I know it's changing in there, but he can suck my dick though. Now what's up?
Okay, enough with that.
Yeah.
Let's talk. Let's stay on the topic, because there's a lot of people
saved your ass, bitch.
There's a lot of people that's going to be watching this, and I don't want the first thing they come on to see is you going crazy on somebody in the comments. I don't want them to see that. You probably should have got out of crazy in the comments. But,
I got his ass.
But right.
I just hate how people.
But on here, this ain't the
just wolf in no consequences come out of it. And it's the whole. It's not
changing
the narrative.
You still changing the narrative.
No,
still changing the
let's
narrative.
Go back to the narrative, Dirt.
The narrative is
thinking they can do bogus shit with no consequences. Them days are over. Everybody saw how Savage got fucking flopped. Everybody seen what happened to Savage. Like, it's all the same shit, Dirt. It's people thinking they can do some shit and not get held accountable. Then when they do get held accountable, they're screaming, "Oh, you're a bully, or you're this, or you're that, or I'm an asshole." When they started the shit, it's all the same shit, Dirt. But I feel you. You know, we ain't gonna trip on no weenie in the comment box. I just had to get off a little bit. You know, you my guy.
You know, I would never call him a weenie. Like, I wouldn't.
I did.
So the Hood Mob, I understand that sometimes people get off on the wrong foot. And the thing about
you got to read back in the comments, Dirt. Hold
on.
And then tries to backpedal.
Hold on.
Because it's all in stone. It's written in stone.
I understand.
He should have kept that.
I understand.
You know
that, Nick. Hold on. I understand that through text, shit can get misconstrued. So you didn't. So he might have said, I've watched it happen time and time again.
No, Dirt. He was provoking me, talking shit, and he made me defend myself when I came here just to kick it with you. I wasn't on that shit, bro. He came out of left field with some shit. Like, motherfucker, I don't even know you. And now we done. We ain't even gonna discuss him. He ain't even worth it, Dirt.
You see how far we got off of the subject?
Yeah, but no, we was already done.
But let me point.
You brought him back up. We were already done with him.
Let me point something out. I'm gonna tell you, because this is a learning. This is a key learning moment. Why I haven't been bringing people on. This is a key learning moment, because if I'm zoning and I'm really talking about something, and it's important that I keep my thought as I go. And if the minute something goes somewhere else, then the whole substance of everything that we was talking about gets lost or infused with hate. And we ain't trying to push that message. This ain't chapter 2, world domination. We ain't on that. But at the same time, we gonna back our play and defend ourselves at all costs. So we gonna do that. And I expect you to do that always, Nick, for real.
Yeah.
I expect you to do that. But I also expect you to be like, all right. You all right. You got enough. All right, and know how to turn that page, because you my support.
Yeah, that's me turn the page. That's me turn the page, Dirt. You know?
You my support, man. Shit, you understand what I just did? Shit, I came on and I done made a video about some homie love, and I'm getting calls like, why do you hate us?
Hey,
I'm like, I don't hate y'all at
what's
all.
funny, Dirk? You know what's funny about that subject? You remember in the movie Training Day when they were all sitting at the table at the end with Ethan Hawke and they start talking that shit in Training Day? Remember? Now that's just a movie, but remember that? He's like, yeah, I always get love from the homies. And he was like, you ever had your shit pushed in? Remember? Yeah. Yeah. You ever had your shit pushed in, Holmes? Remember that? So they were actually talking about that in that movie. Right or wrong? Right or wrong, man?
Makes sense.
Right or wrong, man? Yeah, it was funny that you even touched on that subject. Yeah, that was definitely gonna ignite some shit.
Hold on 1 second, nigga. I'll put you on mute. What's up? Hey, we live right now. How many minutes you got?
Shit, I got a few minutes. Shit, I'm in my car right now.
All right, so
gotta pull up and handle some business.
All right, so anything like, first of all, this is OG Couch. OG Couch, yeah, for y'all that do know who Couch is, certified. I vouch for him above 100,000 million people. Straight up, real nigga. What did you see? What did you see with as far as like the video, the Homie Love video? Like, what did you see?
I mean, the Homie Love video, I seen you ready to put somebody out there. You feel me? I'm like, he was like, it happened. I mean, you might hate it, but it happened. You know what I'm saying? To whoever you talking about.
So does that make it seem like I hate a whole entire Southerner race because I did what they did? And I'm gonna be honest, the video that he told about the cousin them that was getting raped in the cell, I think that calls it fair play, where I could be able to drop a video like that and just tell the truth too. And that's it. I ain't gonna go all into it, but I shit, fair play.
I mean, I can dig it. You feel me? I need, you know what I'm saying? That shit kind of need to stop, though. That shit is like kind of like, you know what I'm saying, getting below the belt ass type shit. You know, certain agendas. You know what I'm saying? Certain subjects.
Hell yeah. Hey, you know what though? You know what? You're right too. Because if a nigga hit me if I hit a nigga in the nuts and he hit me back in the nuts, I'm gonna feel that same pain. I don't want to get hit in the nuts.
Exactly. And it's just gonna go back and forth. You feel me? Let's get to some adult conversation. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about what's really going on now. You know what I'm saying? How about do that?
Speak on it.
You know what I'm saying? So you know that's all I really got to say. Yeah. But now I seen the live, bro. I was just listening to the live you did with one of the homies from down south. You did the other day though. Yeah.
Well, who was it?
He was speaking on the Southern Hispanics. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you talking about Young? Young he just got off the phone right before you called.
Man, that man was on point, bro. He was on point. It is what it is. You feel me? And that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and he's speaking from LA perspective, born and raised into it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? In that situation with the blacks and the Serranos, you feel me? And I think he was on point.
I ain't gonna lie. At first, I was defending, but you gotta remember, like, his truth is he grew up in that.
That's his truth, and that's all he knows. You feel me? And that's all he sees. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, of course, everybody ain't racist. You feel me? But he's saying probably, I mean, for the most part, you feel me? They tripping.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like a culture that's passed down. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, we from Sac. You know what I'm saying? We don't even grow up like that. We learned all that in prison.
You know what's crazy, you guys?
He grew up like that.
It's indoctrinated into some of
it. Knocked down on his back is from, you know.
Yeah. Hey, so I think
it's an issue out there, man.
What really got me is when he said every homie that he got on his body was not killed by another African. I was like, ooh, that gave me chills.
That's gonna develop hate, you know what I'm saying, on both ends. So, you know, I kind of let them, you know, damn, shit, that's their politics.
But think of the flip side. You got Southsiders that got homies that's been killed by blacks too. So how could I even tell a Southsider not to
exactly.
And this is all they know?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You feel me? let's talk about the rest. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like, you know, whoever ain't with it, you know what I'm saying? They come together. You feel me? If the motherfuckers, I'm just saying, shit. I don't, you know, it is what it is, bruh.
It is, hey, and I think that in a lot of cases, it is what it is. There's some areas where it is what it ain't, and that is an opportunity for change and for growth. Like when you can see that, oh yeah, this can be helped. This is a learning moment, a key learning moment for a lot of people. But there's exceptions to the rules, and that's where it is what it is. And so I always say it come down to geography and money.
You feel me? All the time. But I'm finna pull up on my people's right, you know what I'm saying, right quick. I'm gonna hit you back.
All good.
All right,
Salute.
boy.
Oh.
All right.
Southside have an agenda. They want the pie but hate the cook. Respect you dirt for a northern point of view. Straight up. Hold on. Nick, your mic. Nick. Oh, okay. All right, so 23 people watching. They looking for me to say some more hate stuff, but I gave my word to somebody that I was gonna limit it. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I just hope Dubs reaches out to me so he can hear my point of view and we straighten that shit out like men.
Yeah, only an hour doesn't reach out, Dirt. So, you know, he should reach out to
I can't sit here and sometimes he give me shout out, people be like, Dubs sent me, right? And that's what's up. Like Dubs sent me subscribers. That's what's up. But at the same time,
don't mean nothing.
At the same time, I can't sit here and gracefully accept these things that you doing, knowing that I got a problem with you or something that you did. And so I can no longer be, I'm not going to be on no fake shit. Like I have a problem and I want him to reach out to me and we sit down and we talk about this shit or however. I don't know how everybody else felt about that, but I'm just telling him how I felt and I felt wrong. No one down here in SoCal even talks about South or North. Like I say, man, they're definitely probably not going to talk about the North in Southern California because I can promise you this. There are I can promise you that more than half of the Southsiders in LA have never met a Northerner. I can guarantee that. It might even be like 65, 75% of Southsiders that have never met a North Daniel in their life other than on TV.
Dirt, can you hear me?
Yep.
You know what all this shit is, really. It's a divide and conquer strategy. It's how the powers of the world control us little peasants down here and make us fight over everything at the bottom when we're all the same. We're all dealing with the same bullshit. Our cultures are slightly different, but at the end of the day, we're all shit on. We're all basically.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna. This is a teacher.
By this divide and conquer strategy, it's within races. It's with the gang shit. All the shit is a divide and conquer strategy, so you never see your real enemy.
Watch this though. Watch this. And this is if you ever if you want to hit your point home or because you can't say divide and conquer without a scenario. So I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you real quick how to do it. So trip off of this. This is divide and conquer. Think. If you take my video and use it to attack my people, and you sit back, and then you use my name, Nate Dogg, and a couple of other brothers, and you automatically group us together and make it us against them. Us against them. You realize that there is no Southside equation in that. He removed himself. He made it us against another African from the gate. Yeah. So that is divide and conquer.
That's a form of it. That's a form of it, Dirk. Yes, it is. That's a great example. That's a great example. Divide and conquer is basically where a person makes you fight their battle without lifting a finger and without even being in the fight.
Same thing.
And,
Yes.
and then you don't even really realize they're really your enemy, but you're off fighting another motherfucker, but it's like it's being sent off basically, you know. It's just some weak shit.
That's
Like I
what
don't know,
that's what the Civil War was all about.
you know, in this is this concept, this strategy was developed by Freemasons, and this is how they kind of conquered the whole world, basically over time. This is how they manipulate people with these kind of strategies, but they're actually kind of simplistic, and people shouldn't fall for this shit. You know, like yeah, we gonna get into little arguments and shit, but once we actually look past and look at what's going on, we should see the light. We should be able to see through it and
It's
be able
about, but
to
it's about what you.
understand,
It's
you know
about
what?
what you do when you see it, though. It's
Yeah,
about what you do because you could be very angry and you might not like what you see.
yeah. Sometimes it's time to fight about shit. Sometimes it's time to let shit go.
Whack Dizzle,
You know?
What's up, top of the morning, man?
what's
What's up,
up,
man?
man?
What's
Go
going on,
hey,
man?
as hateless as you can. State the facts.
Man, I'm gonna say it like this, bro. It's really sad, homie, that we really politicking on YouTube, bro, and that's sad, homie. Because look, we all can't, man. Hey, bro, you did what? 18, Dirt?
20.
20. You did a dub piece over half of your life, homie, behind holding up them walls, bro. And the day we got up out that motherfucker, homie, was the happiest days of our lives, homie. And we should be able to look back on that and be like, you know what? I don't never want to feel the way I felt up in that motherfucker, right? But we the problem is still ongoing. And look, homie, me growing up in San Diego, bro, the essays and the blacks get along for the most part. But there's certain neighborhoods like mine where the little homies in the neighborhood will get into it with a Southsider before they get into it with a Damu. And it's just that's just how it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's prison politics spilling out to the streets, homie. You know what I'm saying? And for anybody to sit up here and say, homie, there's no hate, it's just gang banging, or is this, man, that's bullshit, bro. Because if it was gang banging, you wouldn't be writing NK on the wall and doing all that, homie. And you know what I mean? And all that. But look, man, fuck all that. This is the thing. If there's ever gonna be an open dialogue, then there needs to be honesty on both sides, homie. And until they're ready to be honest about it and say they feel some type of way about brothers, then the situation ain't never gonna go nowhere, bro.
Hey, well, let's see here. I'm gonna have to agree. But in order for that to happen, they have to literally take strategy out of their conduct, and I don't see that happening. That's like telling somebody to grow tall and they short. You can't. It's just not gonna happen. Like they are ingrained. It's in their ingrained DNA to think strategy and against opponents. Like from the moment they wake up and say hi to somebody,
Right.
strategy. So how you go? They have to stop thinking like that 48 laws of power to come to the table honestly, and I just don't see that.
You know what, Dirk? I was talking about something the other day with Nate, and you was there too, I think. But it might have been a phone conversation. You know, it's like everybody that's done a lot of time has read The Art of War, 48 Laws of Power, all this shit, right? All these books, right, that are supposed to have all this knowledge in them. But here's the thing. What's that knowledge worth when every motherfucker has read that book and now they're trying to run that same script on everybody else that's read that book? You feel me? And it's like, you know, there is knowledge in them books, dog, but at the end of the day, if that shit was so powerful, then why motherfuckers keep going back to jail and can't master this shit?
There's a flip side to that. If that book is so powerful, why are people still reading it? So it's a flip side to that. I told you, I just had the job at Verizon, and in the office, the head manager office, he got 48 laws of power. But like I told, but hold up, like I told you, the first thing popped in my mind is, damn, I read that in 2004.
I'm gonna
Right.
tell you, I've never read either one of them.
So then that kind of make it seem like you just justify why not to read them, and
I'm
really,
just being honest.
in
I'm
my
gonna tell you
mind,
honest. I've never
in,
read
in
these
my
books.
in my mind, you could read a book. You ain't gotta apply everything the book says, but just what you said. If it's a book that everybody read, shit, you best believe I want to read that motherfucker too.
Well, I'm
If
gonna tell
everybody
you
else did read that motherfucker, now I ain't gonna apply it like they
now.
will.
People ask me if I've read this book. When I say certain shit, and I'm like, no, and they're like, that's in the 48 Laws of Power. That's in the Art of War. That's in the. To me, it's almost just common sense of just gangsterism in general.
Yeah, but you
But
want
I
you
guess
want
not
you
everybody
you
has common sense.
you want the playing field as level as possible. To be
I
honest
guess
with you.
I just kind of felt like those books are overrated.
Oh,
Never read them
yeah
though. Never
they're
read them,
over,
so I guess maybe I'm speaking out of turn, But I just feel like
they're overrated when somebody talk about it like the Bible. That's when it
Right.
becomes overrated.
yeah, yeah.
You
And
got
I
just
know
like
there's knowledge in these books because, like I said, I've been kicking knowledge and people been like, damn, bro, that's in the 48 Laws of Birds and this and that. So I know that there is real knowledge in these books, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like you really can't gain true knowledge from reading a book. You can gain a little, but it's that life experience, bro. You got to go through it. You can't just read a manual and think, oh, now I lived
Nah,
it. Now I've been
nah.
there. Now I
Books.
did it.
Nah, it
You got
depends.
to go through it.
I would say it depends on the environment that
You
you
got to
read in
go
that
through it.
book.
You got to live
It,
through it.
hold on, hear me out. Just think. It depends on the environment that you are in when you're reading that book. The value of reading a book out here is less because there's so many distractions
You're
in the
right.
world.
Doesn't have the same
But
value.
when you read them in prison, those books are movies. That
Kurt,
literally, I used to read westerns and I used to be
man,
on the planes, taking my mind and putting it inside of a book, like because we have zero distractions,
yeah.
zero.
I never really read a book in my life, Dirt, until I was in solitary confinement. I've only read maybe one or two books, you guys.
Yeah, so you can't talk bad about book reading.
But
It changed my
the,
life.
what I'm
the
saying
book.
is what you just said, Dirt. How you can like put your mind inside the book, you can see shit. I never understood that until my last prison sentence, until my last prison, because I've been locked up a lot. My time going to prison. My last sentence, I was stuck in the hole a bunch of times. So I was reading this book, and I was actually able to read this book and get images and pictures of things in my head. And I didn't know that books did that because I never read books. So I have a little bit of understanding of what you just said, Dirt, how you can almost escape. It's almost a way to sharpen your imagination or something is weird. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying don't read books, you guys. I'm just saying I would take life experience over reading a book.
Yeah,
And just
yeah,
like with anything else, you got to take like with them books, 48 Laws of Power, Behold the Pale Horse, uh, Art of War. I mean, the first thing that you got to realize is how many years ago was the Art of War written? You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, you got to, like, just like with anything else in life, you got to take it with a grain of salt. You know what I'm saying? You got to weigh it out. You know what I mean?
I will say this. Uh, the artist, the it's if these books if you can apply them to your real life, or if you recognize that there's a problem with you, can you use this book to solve it? And I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna say wholeheartedly, The Art of Seduction is really the book that changed my life because I was able to work on certain bad negative qualities. Like I was able to see in writing that these is problems. These is like damn, people
You're
really
right.
don't like they don't like this type of person. Oh shit. Well, let me start to change. So I was able to apply the Art of Seduction to my life. Like I told you, man, I'm on the chat line. I'm calling all these. I'm having like 3 girlfriends a week on the cell phone, and then they breaking up with me, and I'm not understanding what I was doing wrong. And then the Art of Seduction came, and I was like, okay, bing, 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 ding, ding. And so, I realized it started with confidence. Shit. But I fixed
Hey,
the problem. But then the other one, hold on, I was gonna say the other one was the 50th law. I was able to apply that to me, but like Nick said, I was already built on that 50th law of fearless chapsy. I got fearless tattooed on my back since I was 19, and the 50th law is called the fearless way. in life, the fearless way of life. And so
I
that
wouldn't have known that, Dirk. I wouldn't even have known.
right. So I applied the art of seduction to help me in that area. And then I was able to sit back and read the 50th law before I came home and be able to apply it to how I wanted to look at life, because this was me. Like you said, like this is me without the book. I just been reading. So it helped me learn to better myself too. So them two, I will vouch. Like they are, read them.
You know.
And Dirt, I wanna add this to what I was saying a minute ago about. So when I seen you and Nate Dogg, when y'all got added in, when y'all got basically brought in to the bullshit, right?
Yeah.
And I remember I'm like, damn, okay. So I'm thinking in my mind, I'm like, at the time, and I might have mentioned it to the homie or something. I'm like, man, I wonder if Dirt and them gonna say anything. You know what I mean? Because you know it was wrong, homie, for him to bring y'all into that shit, right? Basically, co-sign against our own people, homie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I was like, but I also was like, man, Dirt ain't even on no. You know, he's on. You know, ever since I first started watching you, homie, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it was come on. It was a vibe, homie. You know what I'm saying? Dirt ain't with the YouTube beef. He ain't on here to fucking, politic and you know what I'm saying, do all that. So I was like, okay, cool. But then it just didn't sit right with me, right? And then so when last week when you and Nate Dogg came on, we had that little live last week and shit.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, homie, it is out of hand, homie, and you know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy, homie. It's just crazy to me that, you know what I mean, why would you even still want to perpetuate that, homie, if you're not behind them walls? You know what I'm saying? And you making your own money, like you got your own lane, homie. Why would you even wanna piggyback on some bullshit like that?
Yep.
I don't know, homie. That's my piece, man.
Yep. And that's 100% understood. Because guess what? If he would have let me know and I had a choice, I would have had a choice in the matter, then anything that happened afterwards, I would have been able to accept. But just to somebody come and just use me for their own selfish gain, that ain't never been cool.
No.
And then I just needed to know I wasn't crazy. So
No,
that's why I didn't say nothing from the gate. But I know clearly now, shit, I ain't crazy. That was wrong, and he owed me an apology. Period.
Ain't no stepping ladders over here, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what, here's the thing, though. Here's one thing, though. You know what? It's like maybe it's not really. And I know they've been hella disrespectful. I already know what's up. But maybe that incident is more or less a personal thing between you and him. Maybe and not so much, the whole South Side. You feel me?
And guess what? I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. Yes, it is. It is. It ain't against all the Southsiders, really. Hey, because real talk.
Yeah.
I got hella subs that Southsiders, and that know me and know that I wouldn't. Is that crazy as fuck? Let me see that. Do that again.
What?
What's he drinking?
Gatorade, dog. It's fucking Gatorade.
Oh shit! I see a B and a G. I damn near thought you was drinking the same thing I was. I was like, what the fuck? So,
what you drinking, Dirt?
Shit, bang.
Oh, okay. I got a new job too, Dirt. I got a new job, bro. Got a new job. Off subject.
Yeah, we'll talk about that on phone. All right, hey,
I'm gonna tap out, Dirt, but hey, man, much love to you, homie. You already know where I stand, man, and it'll always be like that, homie. So,
all right,
nice talking to you, Nick. Hey, man, y'all be safe, man, and everybody. You know what, man, let the bullshit go and accept the blessings God got for us, man, because life ain't guaranteed, man. You know what I'm saying? And we got to do better, man. You know what I mean? As a people, and when I say people, I'm talking about the human race, man.
Fucking human beings. You're right about that.
You know what I'm saying?
Beings, we gotta do better, dog.
Hey, Wack. I smoked me my good medicine this morning, right?
Oh shit!
So I just had a vision. You is the homie. After we didn't had a meeting, that the meeting got heated. You to come to Jesus on me. You the one.
Yeah, I got
You,
to, hey, bro. The thing, hey, this is the thing, though, right? This is the thing. I kind of got checked the other day, bro, low key, right? Like, uh, my uncle hit me, man, and he was like, your nieces and nephews, and they, I mean, my oldest daughter's 17, but I guess like her and her cousin, like they be watching, you know what I'm saying? And he be like, man, you got to add something good at the end. I said, okay, I'll try to do that, man. You know what I mean? But
hey,
hey, Dirt. But one
that's
thing,
why.
and this is for sure though, and we all feel the same way. Even the Southsiders, Northerners, it's love to everybody. But look, I will never feel guilty about standing behind my people, homie. You know what I'm saying? And so it is what it is. You feel me?
That's right.
Hey, man. Well, I appreciate you coming through. And what I didn't want this to be was I didn't want this live to end on any type of hate note, because at the end of the day,
For real.
I really don't hate Southsiders. They might hate me, but I don't hate them because I ain't around them. So how come I'm
Yeah.
truly genuinely hate somebody I ain't even around? That don't even make sense. That's common sense. So,
You
but
know, my
them,
kids are Mexican. My kids are half Mexican, bro. You know what I mean? So I mean, it's all love, man. Y'all, hey, man, y'all be good, man.
Yep.
so
All
in
right, right.
closing, in closing, like I said I would, in closing, uh this ain't got nothing to do with the whole South Side. This ain't got nothing to do with that. This is just me wanting an apology from Dubs and me venting and getting it out. I got it out. And I said what I said, I meant what I said. So Dubs, you already know what it is. Reach out, dirty, gone.